The one thing I'll say this. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I always have this problem with YouTube on the app when you go live, where you have to set. It's just so stupid because it's just not intelligent at all. Hence stupidity. Um, that you have to set the orientation of the screen before you go live. That if you have to actually designate it as a horizontal stream as opposed, it's so stupid. So it's just like locked, and so I gotta anyway, hello everybody, what's going on? Hello everybody, good to see you. It's Monday and we got a Independence Day shortened week. This is always my favorite week, to be honest, of the summer at least, because of course you get the holidays and the tail end of the year. But I always love those last couple of days of June where you just start feeling what's going on, King, what's going on, Zoso, what's going on, everybody. You start hearing all of the fireworks popping off. Everybody's just, oh, let me get a little taste. You know, you sneak over the Pennsylvania border, you grab a couple of couple of bags of one thing or another, and then you just, let me get a little taste. Just this one screaming Rattler rocket or something, or some Roman candles. I I have some stuff, but I have not been able to. I have not been able to take a trip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Good morning, Linnea. Good morning, all. Take care. Hope you're well. I'm just making myself a little bit of coffee. I got, of course, the Quite Frankly Elevation blend, and I iced it. I iced it down. What's up, sequel? Hello, everybody. I just want to get some of your thoughts for tonight and for the week. We got some great guests. We got Jeff Harmon is going to be coming on, and Jeff Harmon is going to be coming on tonight because I wanted a summertime astro chart projection. I love that fun cosmic stuff. I really do. So Jeff Harmon will be on in the first half. I don't know what we're doing in the second half. I have a whole bunch of stuff that is related to I don't know, just kooky stories, and I also have a lot of topics we can do. But I just wanted to see how you guys are doing. A little Q&A, a little back and forth, a little banter. Oh, I forgot my wedding ring. Wouldn't want to do that. Well, wouldn't want anybody to get the wrong idea. Anyway, butt schnitzel. Going to the wild speculation about the Idaho, the sniper stuff that's going on out there. What the, dude, man, jeez. What was I was reading that it was they're setting fires just to attract fire. Like who goes off on firemen? That's the messed up part about it was whatever I was reading about luring firemen. Dude. So I mean I'll look into that, but I unless there's some big thing out there, like if we think that this might be really something related to any of the past ways to the past frame jobs to try to make militia movements look bad or something like that. I'll look into it. Other than that, I don't want to spend too much time on the carnage anymore. I'll let you know. There's plenty of tragedy all over the place, but that is a particularly insidious thing. So I definitely got to take a look at that. Just don't know how you guys are seeing it. Let me know. It's called distraction. Yeah, well, that distraction has left people dead and families broken. So, it's also a happening. It's also a happening. churn the butter. Keto Brainz. I want to get. Who wants some Keto Brainz? Do me a favor. Who wants some Keto Brainz? If you want Keto Brainz, I'm gonna set the first 5 people who comment in the comment section after this is done. Wait until this is done, then get into the comment section, and you just say the first 5 people chronologically. I see that says sample. Just say sample, or that's it. First 5 people I see are getting it, and then you just gotta. I'll comment to you, and you gotta send me your email address. You gotta send me an email, and then I'll put you on the mailing list. You guys gotta try this. It's so good. Anyway, all right. So we got King out there. King is in the chat room. King's been preparing for the September, Quite Frankly, Jamboree. He's been sending me all these pictures of the clothes that he is going to be wearing. No, it's a no sugar nootropic creamer. So you can put it in anything. It doesn't have to be your coffee. I just prefer it in my coffee. That's it, man. Got to get away from the man. It's just perfectly balanced stuff here, and woefully underpriced, which works out for you guys. All right, let's see here. No dairy, no sugar. Let me see here. Now, King says he can't wait. Let me tell you something. I won't tell you everything about what Santino has sent me, as far as, all of his going through the wardrobe. How is he going to show up at the September event? In disco fashion. From what I have seen, the theme is gold. It's very 1970s. Okay, I was born in 1985, but when I think of the 70s, I think of gold and brown for some reason. Gold, brown, and burnt orange. That's what I think about. Gold, brown, and burnt orange. Almost like it was 10 years of autumn. Now, what do I know? But still, and marigold, harvest gold. Olive green. I love olive green. No, I love olive green. I love hunter green. I really do love green a lot. See, and everybody's having a good time. Shag carpet? Well, I have my grandparents, of course, this was my grandparents' home, and I still remember the shag carpet upstairs. Their bedroom eventually became my bedroom, and I kept a strip of their shag carpet in my closet. Man, I still remember that. I still remember when that carpet covered the entire bedroom. I can actually walk through that door right now in my mind and be in another time. Crazy. But I think that's the only shag carpet that was in my life. So, my oh my. What else we got? Swag lamps hanging from a chain. You could put those in there. You can still put those. Those are all over the place. The rug rake. The rug rake. I don't know what this reminds me. Why this reminds me. Um, Let me see. What the hell was it? The guy that hosted Double Dare. Who was the guy that hosted that Nickelodeon? I think it was Double Dare. Who hosted Double Dare on Nickelodeon? We found out that he was severely OCD. What was his name? Zozo dude used to have to rake the carpet. Mark Summers, he was severely OCD. I remember the first time, because we're talking about shag and we're talking about carpet rakes. The first thing that came to my mind was one of those early exposés that they did on Mark Summers and the severe way that he lived because of the OCD, where every time he walked through his living room, he had area rugs with fringe on it and all that stuff. Anytime he walked the living room, if the fringe was like in any way messed up, he would get down. And he did this in front of the camera crew. He got down on his hands and knees, and he aligned all the fringe so it stuck out straight. Nothing was crooked. I said, "Oh boy." Back then, I said, "Wow." I didn't really understand it. Didn't really understand it yet. But that must be hell. That must be hell right there. Lauren has a little bit like that going on, but in smaller ways. Like if Lauren and I go out to we go out to a restaurant, she'll make sure that like her silverware is aligned. So every once in a while, I'll just nudge the salad fork over so that it is slightly perpendicular to the entree fork, and she'll notice what I did, and she'll be like, and I'll just sit there and I'll watch. We'll see how long this lasts. Doesn't last too long. And I think the more slight the misalignment, the more nagging the itch is. Is anybody else like that? You have to keep all of your silverware lined up at the restaurant. Actually, Molly, speaking of Keto Brainz, Molly's coming back on the show for a quick a stop in on Thursday night when Jay Gulanello's coming in, because I asked Jay specifically about bioregulators and peptides. What the hell is going on? I hear so much about this stuff. I know that Keto Brainz is in that business as well. It doesn't have anything to do with this wonderful creamy non-dairy creamer. But Jay started telling me some shit that blew my mind about bioregulators and how the Soviets were working on them. And after the fall of the Soviet Union, like most other things, we found a lot of what they had been doing. And the bioregulators that they were creating for, to help cosmonauts and whatever the hell it was, with aging because I forgot what he said. He'll bring it up, but these things are incredible, and they've all been made public, just like with the Venona papers were made public, and there's certain types of supplements that actually go and reprogram and reset cells on a nucleus level. And it could be targeted for certain organs and all that other stuff. And it seems like it's actually everything that they said that would be done through the jib jab. And I can't wait to talk about it. I really can't wait to talk about it. Let's see here. Man, please face the camera when you are yapping. Sure. You got it. Verdict watch for Diddy. Yeah, but what is he being? What's left for Diddy, as far as charges go? I heard that so much has been either eliminated or that whatever the hell he could go away for is Rico. That's what's left. I heard that a lot has been eliminated. Almost like what's going on with these updates on Harvey Weinstein's front. There's quite a few people who say that he's gonna be out eventually. Back home after a week's stroke. What's that? Up in CT. How you feeling? How you feeling? Somebody said that you were out. You were out. Candace Owens was championing Weinstein. I don't understand. King says I don't understand Candace Owens' support of Weinstein. Is it support or is it just? Yeah, but is it support or is it just the way that she's seeing the trial moving forward? Because you can assess the trial, you can assess his legal situation um, in a way that's would let him free, but you don't have to support him. So what is it? She thinks that he's innocent. Innocent. I guess the next question would be innocent of which charges and all that stuff, because as far as culture and as far as the casting couch stuff, I guess again there's a I guess there's the question of culture and criminality, and if that's all we keep resting on, that there's this sexual transaction culture out there in Hollywood. Now, of course, that goes out the window if it's rape, and of course, when you're talking about children. But I guess I'm just not up on what the analysis was. He's a rapist, and anyone who defends him is a rapist simp. Yeah, well, that's why I say being able to assess the merits of a trial and evidence and all that stuff is one thing. Although, you know, Frank, how often do you have keto brains a day? Uh, at least once in the morning, and then I like having it. I like actually taking another cup of it with me to the studio. Although now I have a bag at the studio. That's what but you can have it at least twice a day. This is like I said before. This is not like you're going into your local Sitco station and picking up a couple of bottles of stackers. You remember the stackers or the 5 hour energy and all that stuff? No, it's not like that. Let's see. Frank, what are the nootropics you're holding in your hand in your title screen? I probably spelled it wrong. It's Keto Brains. The link is in the description of this episode. And your first bag, you can get 20% off. But if you want a sample, just contact me. Contact me. I'm still I'll continue to spend my own money to send the samples out there. I don't care. Mixed Keto Brains with Red Bull. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a great Red Bull. I haven't had a Red Bull in so many years. What the hell was it? What are people mixing Red Bull with? Jaeger? Jägermeister and Red Bull? Is that what everybody was doing? Jaeger bombs. That was a Jaeger bomb, right? Those are coffee ice cubes. That's a hack that I learned a long time ago. You take your leftover coffee, you get it into an ice cube tray, you freeze them. That way, when a really hot day rolls around and you want some iced coffee, you can drop those in there. It'll keep it cold as hell. Red Bull and vodka? Red Bull and vodka? That's the bomb? I thought it was. But a Jaeger bomb. What the hell is the Jaeger bomb, though? No, the Jaeger bomb was the Red Bull and Jaeger. Yes, mix the Keto Brainz with high C Ecto Cooler. Damn. Talk about throwback, man. Talk about throwback. I remember that Ecto Cooler. LA Beast, I think LA Beast found a couple of original boxes, juice boxes of Ecto Cooler somewhere on the internet. He drank that a while ago. We have any LA Beast fans out there? Any LA Beast fans? That is a guy I would love to have on the show. Double Play likes turtles. Who doesn't? Just reading your comments as they come in. I hate this show. Yes. That's probably going to be one of the shirts we put out there. LA Beast is the shit. You see him open that box of 1984 NBA cards, and he pulled the MJ rookie card. I did not see that. Still don't know if I believe it. I did not see that one. I watch LA Beast all the time. Go all the way back. He's one of the originals, man, and he has really not changed. And he lives in New Jersey. I love to have him on the show. I really would. Just talk about all the world records the world records he's set that still stand. All of it, his hospital trips. Oh man, so good. I'm not. He's the only person that makes me laugh every time he throws up. When he retches, people who don't know are probably like, "What? Throwing up and drinking expired Ecto Cooler?" Yeah. I have to say, everywhere I hear "Quite Frankly," I laugh. Me too, because I never really I never consider. It's like one of those things where you go and you get yourself into a car. You go and buy yourself a Honda CRV. And you say, "Oh, this is a nice little car. Whatever. I'll just lease it, and that's that." And then all of a sudden you realize that every other car on the road is a CRV. Quite frankly, I was just thinking, I don't know, like everything else. I just said, "Oh yeah, that works. It's play on my name, and it's general enough where I can do anything, and it speak bluntly, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least I'll be honest about it." And then all of a sudden, I realized that everybody in the media is shouting me out. I said, "Perfect, brilliant marketing choice." I take credit for it all the time. And at the same time, I always go like, "Son of a bitch," when somebody goes, and frankly, and they don't say "quite," "son of a bitch." President Trump is like that. President Trump, 9 out of 10 times will say "frankly," but that 1 out of 10 time, he will say "quite frankly," and it just hits satisfyingly. I chortle every time I hear "quite frankly." Good. Yeah. Little did Frank know he'd be sued over it. Well, the lawsuit hasn't come yet. I really want to. I really want to talk about this. The lawsuit hasn't come yet. Um, this freak. What a freak. I'm telling you, become a sponsor of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The lawsuit hasn't come yet. But I've got myself a good lawyer, and I would. I've got an email. I've been waiting to read you guys since March. I've got an email. Praying for your troubles when I remember to. Oh, well, listen. Troubles. Listen, everybody's got troubles, and there's far greater things to worry about than what I've encountered on a standpoint. I've got so many years. I've got 15 years of consistent use in this media space with Quite Frankly, and I have been totally fine sharing that with a bunch of people. The reason why I didn't trademark Quite Frankly is because, quite frankly, it's so derivative that I was like, well, so I put all that time in, and the first time I ever brought on a sponsor, through Patreon, the first time any of you sponsored me for the first time was the first time I became commercially viable and operating commercially with Quite Frankly. That was September 2016. So I have been operating commercially under Quite Frankly since September 2016, and just as a show consistently with the same intro music, different video cuts, but the intro music was actually because I had to go research. I think it was October or the first show in November of 2010 that the intro, all the branding, everything's the same. So the guy doesn't have a chance. But I don't know how nuts he is. This guy that is claiming that, well, I got a trademark, and I've been tolerant enough. Maybe I can't. I can't wait to read. I can't wait to read this email to you guys. It's taking forever. It's taken forever. Why do you think President Trump is going to hand so hard on Massey, MTG on Tucker? Same about the big beautiful bill. Trump's Kentucky PAC commercial is so harsh. Listen, I don't know. I don't know because it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Going down the line, that's why I asked Dilly. I said, "Hey, listen. What is it about this big beautiful bill that sets us up? Does this set us up for something you see coming down the line that is actually going to be constrictive, that is going to shrink, that is going to spell the end of X amount of government agencies, that we're going to see real chopping off of limbs and all that?" And I don't see I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see it right now. I'll celebrate once it pops up. But it's not here right now. It's not. It's just I don't know. I don't know. And as far as all the cuts go, what I realize that it's largely dependent on how much they project the economy is going to grow, so that it's going to offset things. So, again, like I told Dilly, you know me. It doesn't matter what year it was, at what time. If I were president and this thing passed my desk, it would never leave the desk without a veto. So, but obviously, you guys know what little power we have to affect any of this at this point. So we're just sitting back and watching. Just sitting back and watching. And the beat goes on, as Lisa Gray says. Let's see here. Um, Docs the Nerd. Docs the Nerd, says Michael. Listen, it'll happen. It's not a doxing. It's just that that's the funniest thing about all this. I am totally fine. There's several Quite Franklys out there, and we've all existed in perfect harmony because everybody does their own thing. And I'm pretty sure that push comes to shove, I have the leg up on everyone. You know, it's got the consistency, the production value, and I if I can be confident in anything, it should be that. But what this person is doing to try to scare everybody away from using Quite Frankly and allowing them to be the only one ever to use the most played out name in the world. I'll admit it myself. Like I said, it's derivative. But I thought I could make it my own. And I have. But this person is setting themselves up to really spoil the brand because once people find out who they are, and they have no audience. Oh my gosh, this person has no audience. They have bought. I can't get into it. Can't get into it. Yes, Mr. Clean. Keep things clean. You the OG, Frank. No dispute. No, I know. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried. See, Frank is so hot when he talks about vetoing. Vetoing. Yes. Everybody is. Everyone becomes instantly more attractive when they talk about vetoing spending bills. I'm with you on that one. Hold on. She pulled up. Oh, Aurora. Aurora fell asleep in the car. Look at that little baby. Lauren just sent me a picture. Oh, wait, she's outside. Oh, she's outside. And she needs to be. Oh, how beautiful. What a beautiful big baby. Well, looks like I'm going to have to end this. I'm going to have to end this stream a little bit early. We'll be live tonight at 7 o'clock to kick off the week. I'll be down in a second. I'll be live to kick off the week at 7 o'clock. And then we're going to finish up. Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer book club ends tonight at 9 o'clock, so it's a big day. But I'll see you then. Be well. Go grab some keto brains. I'm gonna go grab my daughter, and she's so beautiful, and I don't want to wake her up, but it'll be fun. Okay, take care. See you later.